What's the single most important thing we need to know, Theo, to have great relationships?
To have a good relationship with the self. For you cannot have a relationship with another without having a relationship with you. It means to be integrated, integral with the self, connected to the self.
What would the biggest mistake that you see people making in relationships?
Thinking that they can fix someone. The woundedness in you attracting the woundedness in another, and assuming that if you assist them, heal them, they will do the same for you. For it is not from the outside, it is from the inside that one comes into their wholeness. Another cannot do that for another.
What should anyone seeking a romantic relationship do first?
Know what you wish in relationship. What are your core values? Most importantly, your core values must be the same.
What's the new paradigm in relationships, Theo, that you've been speaking of?
The old paradigm, and we brushed briefly against this, was the woundedness in one attracting one who is equally wounded, and the assumption that if I fix you, you'll fix me. And that's an impossibility. The new paradigm is not from need and that perspective, but from preference, that the wholeness of you attracts the wholeness in another.
Theo, tell us why the relationship to the self is the most important relationship of all.
Because if there is a relationship to the self that stands in the state of unconditional love, then that is what is drawn unto you.
How do we love ourselves, Theo?
It's an integrational process that we've been speaking about for decades. It is releasing limiting beliefs or beliefs about you that are simply untrue, that you're unlovable and not enough. So in that, recognizing how those beliefs began, they can be changed.
How can we feel and express compassion, Theo, instead of being judgmental?
Judgmental is always coming from a place of fear and non-acceptance in the inner. It's a reflection of how you feel about yourself.
What else would you like to share with us, Theo, about relationships?
Relationships are why you're here in human experience. You are a herd animal. Humans are animals. Herd animals wish to belong to community, to family, to be loved and love. So it is in the human experience one learns how to interact with others and to love the self and love others as the self.
And what more can you add, Theo, to how we can create soulful human connections?
Be that. It's in your beingness to do so. Being a good listener, communicator, But communication is listening and speaking, is it not?
And tell us about the power of vulnerability.
Most think it's weakness, but in truth it is powerful. For when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you own your power. You stand in your truth. You speak truth. You're not driven by others' opinions or the fear of abandonment.
Anything else you'd like to add about relationships, Theo?
Again, it's why you've come. In these human bodies, in the earthly plane. To share with others. To be a part of the human species on this planet, which is exquisite and magnificent.